when you start a relationship with God, God begins to touch different parts of your life. And I think the first part God touched was my outlook. That was the first part. Because I know God is still working on me now, right? But I'm very, very sure that was the first part, to change how I dress. So for me, I would say it's an offshoot of my relationship with God. And then from what I do, I'm a lecturer. And so that has already even streamlined what I would wear. You are seen as a model. Students are seeing you. So you cannot even afford to dress anyhow in the first place. So that's what I would say. That's it for me. That's the foundation of it for me. Right. So that's how. And then, yeah. So when it comes to your career, like Miss Adepoju said, you be addressed the way you dress. Right. So I remember last month, I am currently as a PhD student, I had to get data from bank managers. Those are we call them my king format interview bank managers. And one thing came to mind: you have to dress to look the part. I don't know them, I don't have connections to see them. It's different when somebody calls you for them and then calls them for you, and then you schedule an appointment, right? But for this one, I think what helped me the most was my dressing. I had to look corporate. And so when I get to the bank, I'll tell them I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. And they will look at me and they won't even think twice. To them, they think I'm one big person like that. But the dressing has already made a way for me. So many times my dressing has made a way for me. And I think that's why most people know me now in church, everywhere, just because of the way I dress. Yeah. And the fact that it looks nice. I won't say that, okay, somebody who looks very modest. I remember another event I went to too. I think it was a panel session too. And so of course I was looking very modest. And the other panelists were tube and all of that. I think they ended up feeling inferior. Because I dressed in such a way that you could not ignore, right? And they were just looking at me and looking at me. And I like the fact that when I dress, it's just to let people know that you can look very stylish, but you don't have to open the sensitive parts of your body to look nice or to be noticed. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think the part of that, one thing that has resonated so far is how that you be addressed the way you dress. Because when the first impression that people have about you, even before you speak, of what people can make, just like branding, how that
I'm sure some people, if they hear budgeting, they just roll their eyes like, these people have come.
Oluwadara as a question. How do you
Okay, that will be
create?
the last question.
Yes, the last question, yes,
Yeah.
because and I heard that she was a master's student.
With your pockets. So that's what I was saying.
First, you get to read to teach, you get to read to know for yourself. So, and then I put away a lot of distractions. Like, I don't have an extra social life. Right now, I'm in church. I'm supposed to be in a meeting in church. Now we're doing this.
You would make that. I hope we actually got that in what she said. So, Ms. Adekweju, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you so much for your time. We do not take it lightly. Can we say thank you in the comment section? Thank you. Yes. So, Miss.
Apologies. I may have to exit. I have another meeting for 11. That's why I've even been not stable while I was talking.
Yes.
Apologies. I'm glad to be doing this. Thank you so
Thank
much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Yes. So, Miss Adedolapo.
Yes.
Yes. So, I have a question here.
Okay.
It says now that balancing the academic career with fashion influencing, how have you managed to thrive in both spaces? And I also think like minus aside the academic career and fashion influencing, I think when I like heard about Ms. Adedolok, I've actually come across her content on Instagram before. So when I got to know that Oh, she was like, I don't, when it was like, oh, we see this person's content around, and I got to know that, oh, she was going to be on the panelist. I went to check her page, and I heard that she was a master's student. She had done a master's. She's a PhD student. She's a lecturer. She's a Bible study teacher. So many arts, like so many art, and she's able to like. I know that we might not see like the behind, like the back scene, at least, but from what we can see, like from what we can perceive, I mean, from what I can, let me not personalize it to everybody. From what I could perceive, like, oh, how she was able to, because if I had known from her Instagram, I could not have said, oh, this person is a lecturer. She's a PhD. So I'm like, wow, wow. I'm like, oh, what am I doing with myself? And I saw endless possibilities actually. So I wanted to ask, and according, I think we're going to add that like Instagram, and you can actually check it, and they are very beautiful and inside. For someone that loves fashion like myself, it was really, what I saw was really really great. So how are you able to balance the academic career with your fashion influencing? Because I know that content creation is not it's not so like it's not gimmick, it's not so like just, oh, you just can just create content and just, and so like easy the editing, the time you have to take down videos, you have to re-upload, maybe it's copyright issue and all of that. So I'll be able to manage to thrive in both spaces. So thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. I'm actually thinking of where to start from. How do I manage it? Hmm. uh well, my academic career started. Which one started first? Yeah, I've always been in school now. Yeah, I've always loved fashion. So I'd say, how do I even manage it? I don't even know what to say. I'd say, well, good time management. Let me start from there. Good time management, and um this has been a journey, right? So I started content creation when I was in 300 level in school, right? And it used to be every Sunday. So for me, I think fashion for me, it comes effortlessly. And I didn't think it was even going to be a thing after school. I didn't think it was going to be a thing. And but then I was born in an academic environment. So I think for me, it's just ideal for you to go for your master's, to go for your PhD, and then God gave me a lecturing job. So how do I manage it? I don't know. I'll just say I'll say okay, time management. Yeah. I manage my time well. And then for content creation, I bulk create. So I think at most in a month I can plan to create 3 times, but then at once I can shoot like, okay, like yesterday I shot 14 outfits that I'm going to post in the space of 2 weeks. So you see me outside and say, wow, she's very consistent. But then I had to wait till they were 14 before I did the shoot. And then I make sure, that's because I'm always on my phone. So I make sure that I've created my posts, and then I know what to post per day. And then I post it. And then there's discipline too. Because as an academic, you get to read. First, you get to read to teach. You get to read to know for yourself. So, and then I put away a lot of distractions. Like I don't have an extra social life. Right now, I'm in church. I'm supposed to be in a meeting in church. Now we're doing this. I don't go out unnecessarily. I don't go to unnecessary places. That's it. I don't have friends that we just go out unnecessarily. In fact, before they ask me to go out, you have to be very important for me to go out with you. And then I don't sleep like that. Like you can ask him, Tommy, around 3 a.m. we're chatting and let's tell us something. I was up editing. So I don't get to sleep like that. And I think it's just basically discipline. And then I know what I want. And then I feel like at this season of my life, I thank God for the grace, the time, and the enablement to be able to do this at this season of my life. Because I'm going to be gender specific now, because I feel like for a woman, of course, you can do a lot of things too when you're married. But if God gives you, let me call it the gift of singleness, I would say use it well, use it wisely, use it well, and use it wisely. So that's currently what I'm doing. And then um I put away distractions. I don't have, and the people around me are goal oriented people too. So even when I'm slacking, they tend to like check. They serve as a check around me. And for every day, there's always something to do. and I procrastinate too, but I tend is minimal. I procrastinate. My own procrastination is I'm actually really tired, so I can't do this. So I have a plan, and I always set targets for myself. I always set a target for myself within a space of time, and I make sure in my best possible way to hit that target. So yeah, that's what I do. And then I believe in whatever you do it well. So for content creation, there's a there's a personality for that, right? I can't bring the lecturer personality into content creation because we are selling the dress. And then when I'm a lecturer, there's a personality for that too. So a lot of people say that it looks like a contrasting personality, but it's just being professional, right? It's being professional and all of that. So that's how I manage discipline, time management, no distractions, and I understand the season I'm in, and I have a goal and God's help. Ultimately, I think it's just the help of God. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the insightful answer. Thank you. So
You're
you should
welcome.
good time. I just want to what you said to help people that enough. So good time management, discipline, and how that it has been a journey for you thus far. And I think one thing that you said that also stood out from was how that you said that if you are a woman and you have the gift of singleness, that you should use it well and use it rightly, and that like the discipline part you actually mentioned how that also your sleep suffers like a week to 4 years and sometimes and now that the people around you, I think that also your association also matters a lot. So I think that stood out for me also that the people around you, they are goal oriented people, so they actually like in a way when you
Yeah,
talk to
sorry,
us.
and one more thing. One more thing.
Okay.
I think why most people don't do some of the things they have in mind to do is because they ask people questions a lot for validation. They like to get people's opinion. I don't think when I wanted to do my second master's last year, I don't think I asked people because I know what they say. Ah, you already have one now. You're doing a PhD. Why are you doing a second master's? I didn't ask anybody. That's I think, and then imposter syndrome to affect people. You overthink it, especially if you're a content creator. You create and everything. And then you gotta compare yourself to all those big content creators. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't ask people. It's good even the Bible says the multitude of counsel of safety, but uh if you ask people too much, you end up not doing that thing. So I think for me, if I think I inform, I don't ask for validation. That's another thing. Whatever comes to your heart to do, take action immediately. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't think of how am I sure this thing? What if I start and I don't start first? So yeah, sorry to cut you short.
Yeah, it's fine, man.
Yeah.
That was, I think you even speaking to me, the part of validation I wanted to ask. Like, it's fine if you don't get it right. Like, just start. So, this is to someone listening now. I don't know that goal. I don't know that vision. I don't know that business idea or that move you want to take. Just start. And you can learn on the way. Like, just start. Use what you have at the moment and just use what is in your hand and just learn on the way, learn on the journey, learn as you move. Just instead that we're moving, we're not just static and just trying to get all the answers. Because in getting all the answers, I wanted to perfect out before you know it, someone else has started, or you just something else happened and might happen, and you just say that you ended up not doing it. So yes, just start and imposter syndrome. I think someone in the comment section saying God's validation matters most. Yes. Wanting to get out, do you think I want to do this? What do you think? What do you think? Should I do it this way? What do you think? Waiting for people to answer you or give you the insight that you already have. So just start. So thank you so much, Ms. Dolako. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for the answers. They were really insightful. And I actually personally I learned a lot. And I know that I believe that people also on this call they actually learned something.
If
So let's
anybody has questions, I can take like
yeah.
two before I go.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Research. Oh, all begins with the mind. Actually, what's the
Of their finances and embrace growth. So she's about to share insight with us this morning. Can we welcome worked on it themselves and all of that? But whether you like it or not, consciously, unconsciously, you have a brand. There's something that comes to people's mind when they hear your name or when they. Hi,
So
Damien.
yeah, so it's been a wonderful session. But I've not been able to listen fully because I've been on the road. So I'm settled now. I'm home now. So I have a question. So my question is, I don't know if you've mentioned it previously. So my question is, how can we get affordable clothes for those of us that have a small bank account? So how can we get affordable clothes?
Uh, how do I answer this question? What's your definition of affordable? Because affordable is relative. What is affordable to me might not be affordable to you. So, what's the price range?
Price range. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Like if someone want to get a shirt now, maybe for a guy, let's say you want to get a good shirt, looking around 10K, 15K, or even more. So then maybe someone can get maybe shirts for like 5K, good looking shirt, something like that. So that's an example. I don't know if it's
We
possible. So
It's possible, but it has to be thrifted. You know the way the
okay, okay.
market is now. You know the way it is in the
Yeah,
market now. So I think it has to
yeah.
be thrifted. That's another way to do.
Okay.
Because when I started as a fashion influencer, yeah, I started with thrifted clothes. Because of course I couldn't afford new clothes. Yeah, before designers now started to give me clothes. I mean, you have to show them. You have to show them you have something first before they can give you anything. So I think you can do thrifted clothes. It's not bad wearing thrifted clothes. So that's very affordable for shirts. If you don't want to buy the one of 10K, you want to buy the one of 5K, they have to be thrifted. For being realistic with the way it is in the market now.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome. You're
we have
welcome.
another question here. But before I
Okay.
move on, we have the convenience dad on the call, Engineer Olayinka Ogunweson. Please, can we just again, welcome, Sam. Thank you
You're
for
welcome,
joining us
sir.
this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Sam.
I'm happy to be your miss.
Yes, Sam. Thank you, Sam. All right, so we have another question. Tejumade, you unmute soon. Let me just take this question. Then proceed. Yes, so the problem, this person says that the problem I have with my dressing is shoes. Sometimes I find it challenging to know which shoe matches with my type of dressing. What do I do, Mom?
First of all, I think um that's why we have fashion influencers. Watch them. Watch your favorite fashion influencers. And I think if you're dressed in a corporate way, wear a covered shoe, right? I don't even advise sandals for a corporate outfit. Wear a covered shoe. If you're dressed in a an African attire, maybe you're wearing bubu, you're wearing ankara, wear sandals, wear a very nice set of slippers. It can be heels, it can be flat. If you're dressed in a casual way, you're wearing jeans, you can wear flat shoes, you can wear sneakers. You can also wear a very nice pair of slippers. Yeah. And then what again? Make sure you wear a shoe that you're comfortable in. Don't wear high heels and fall down. Make sure think about comfort too. Yeah. And so where you're going to, how you are dressed will dictate the kind of shoe you would wear with whatever you're wearing.
Yes, thank you. So I hope that answers your question. Selected comfortability. You should not limit on yourself and wear something that you would fall off and all that. You don't have to comfort. So someone
Okay,
is
I see
asking,
another question.
yes, Damila is asking, he says or she says, I'm not sure. Is there a rule governing sneakers with Agbada or native generally? I've seen this trend recently. Yeah, I think it was the one that was trending. So
Okay.
Agbada
I've
with sneakers.
I've worn it before. Now, when you dress, another thing that makes your outfit look very nice is your attitude, right? Some people have the charisma and the courage to carry that kind of thing, that kind of outfit, and the boldness the boldness. That's why you don't follow every trend. Ask yourself, if I go out like this and someone gives me a weird look, will I feel bad? Do I care? Because someone might think, what's this one? Another person might be like, nice. Another person will be like, what are you wearing? How would you feel? Then another thing, you have the charisma. Is that who you are? Or you're just trying to fit in? Is that who you are? And then number three, do you have the courage? Can you carry? Because there's a way you carry yourself when you're dressed like that. There's just a way you bounce. It's not even money, but there's just a way you would look. Like everyone, like it will fit you because of the way you look at the way you carry yourself. But then if you know your carriage is a mommy Gio carriage, you now wear that one, you look weird. So you have to consider those things before you get into a trend. Think about yourself. Just make sure whatever you wear resonates with your personality. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lapo. Yes, we ensure that whatever you wear resonates with your personality. Your attitude makes your outfit look better. You like, and it's true actually. Because it's some like, let's say, popular celebrity wear something and you look, oh, it looks so nice and all that. Someone else will recreate that. Oh my god. I mean, I know you have outfits in your head like, oh, you want to what you want to mix this outfit. I don't know if sometimes we have it tonight, like, oh, you're already planning, like, oh, this I want, I'll use this top or maybe with this pants. And then you do it, you know, oh god, and then you're like, oh my god, what this was not this is what I ordered, what I got, this was not what I had in mind. I didn't know it was going like this. So I think like she said, your attitude, your charisma, your courage, and ensure that whatever you wear resonates with your part. Because we all, whether we like it or not, there's a personality that like that we have. Like just like there's a brand, knowingly and unknowingly, everybody has a brand. It's just that some persons now create them. So some persons work on that's where PR works. Some persons actually worked on it themselves and all of that. But whether you like it or not, consciously or unconsciously, you have a brand. There's something that comes to people's mind when they hear your name or when they see you, like when you even when you're in the room or not. So that's something that taught I think today, how that we can be fashion smart, how that we the way we dress also we can because even your dressing is part of your brand actually. You actually highlight how people talk to you or respond to you. So there's someone Oluwadara has a question. How do you
Okay, that will be
create
the last question.
yes, the last question, yes,
Yeah.
because our time is fast spent. How do you create a style unique to you?
Unique to you. That's a personality too, right? That's why I said everything you do comes from the inside. Comes from the inside. So everyone is on a journey to self-awareness. Like I said, I used to be very modest before because that was how I saw myself. I would wear, in fact, there was a time, I think, was it 2016, at UI Gate, the security men there told me to go back home and go and dress. In fact, they told me to call my mom. It was that bad. It was that bad. But until I met Christ, and then as Christ changed me, it reflected in my dressing. And then self-awareness came. I started to understand who I was. Because I'd always known that I was a stylish person. I loved fashion. But I didn't channel it in the right course. So when I met God and then I started to change from inside out. And then, so I think self-awareness, just be self-aware. Just make sure you're not trying to be like the person you watch on social media every time. Just be yourself. Understand yourself. It reflects in your choices, in the kind of things you want to do, right? So for me, I'd always, I like to talk, I like to teach. And this has affected every of my life. Like now, I'm a lecturer. I teach Bible study. Now I teach fashion, right? So I've just gotten to understand myself. So just go on the journey of self-awareness and then let it reflect in whatever you wear. Don't try to be like every other person. Yeah, you can get inspired, right? You can meet someone online that actually resonates with your personality. Be like, this person resonates with me. That's when we now call them influencers. Those are the kind of people you should follow. But then go on a journey of self-awareness to understand your style.
Thank you so much, Ms. Adedolapo. Thank
You're
you for your
welcome. You're welcome. You're
thank
welcome. I have to
you.
go.
Okay, thank you. Thank
You're
you for your
welcome.
insightful answers.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. Thank you. God bless you greatly, ma'am.
Amen. Bye, everyone. Bye bye. Thank you for having me. God bless you.